Okay, how did you find that lesson? Was the sliding doors exercise? Hopefully, it wasn't too fluffy or new agey. I mean, it really matters. This stuff, when you go through like a meditation or visualization like that, it has at a neurological level. Uh, it changes you. So this is important stuff. So I hope that was useful. What we're going to do next is we're going to look at the different travel programs that are out there. You can certainly go do travel on your own and make that work. But there's also a lot of options in terms of going as groups. And so we'll go through that in a second. But first off, let me kind of take a step back and just do some housekeeping and show you exactly how this course works and how to take it. So as you know by now, you've been hitting the Mark is Complete button. That's how you got here. That will mark sections green, and it shows your progress here. And then on the right side here is also just the navigation. So you can see like day one lesson, which is today. This shows you all the pieces of it, and it shows you what's to come in the course. So this is always your navigation, shows you kind of a visual indicator of here. This you will see soon. This is the homework. Like this is the meat of the course. We'll constantly refer back to this master checklist. And so I'll give you that here in just a little bit when we get to the homework section. But this is like a massive checklist, and it's what you use to basically track everything and see where you're at in the process. Other things to know, so these achievements, you've already gotten one of them just for showing up. These are fun little badges that you'll get for doing various things. You'll always be able to go to the leaderboard and see what you need to do to get badges. And if you hover over them, it should tell you kind of what they're all about. But anyways, this just makes the course fun. It keeps it interesting. And just keeps it as a way to be engaging. This is your rank. So you start off as a nomad in training here, and as you progress through getting points and badges and whatnot, it gives you a different level. Currently, there's no, really this is just tracking where you're at. There's no, like, you're not going to get money or anything for doing this, but it's more of just a sense of satisfaction in terms of where you're at with the program. Last thing I'll touch on is the forums. And so this is a useful place to ask questions. There is a forum for every lesson. So we're on day one, so you go into the day one forum here, and you'll see different topics. You can open a new topic, you can chime in on an existing topic. This is really for you, so please make use of it. We'll interact here, and I will basically answer as many questions as I can, and then there's other people that I've tapped from the groups that I've been involved with who are willing to occasionally chime in and answer your questions as well. So use the forums. If you have any questions about like today's lesson, you just come in here and open a new topic. Basically just scroll down and ask a question here. All right, so that's kind of the housekeeping of how to take this course. I think that's everything. To get back here, so basically anytime you want to get back to where like tomorrow when you come back to take the course, you just come in here, hit the start course button, and it will prompt you, because you've already signed up, you don't need to sign up again. You can just click this button and it'll resume where you left off. But this shows you what courses you're currently signed up for. You're only going to be in this one right now, but you will be given the option to join the rest of this, the paid portion. But yeah, if you ever just need to get back to where you last left off, hit that button and it'll take you right back there. Okay. All right, so now let's talk about the different travel programs out there. I'm going to link this. This is the best summary that I've seen out there. This, the remotenomad.com is a really nice site. So quickly run through these. You're going to hear me talk a lot about Remote Year just because that is the one that I did, and that's the one that I have obviously a year's worth of experience with. I can't say enough good things about it. It was fantastic. They do now offer options, so this isn't quite current. I know that they started offering, I believe, 4-month options. So you can go, you don't have to actually go for the full year. You can go for a shorter stay. But this is, of the programs, I believe this is the most committed. They will always be offering 1-year programs. It's basically $2,000 a month, $5,000 deposit, and you go all over the world. And they cover your accommodations, your workspace, travel once you get there. You buy your outbound flight to your first city, and then they cover all the rest of the travel, activities, basically everything. All you pay for is your entertainment and food. Excuse me. So great program. You'll hear enough about this over the course of this course, so I won't spend more time on that one. Hacker Paradise, there was someone in our group who did this. It's a shorter term, so you can actually go for as short as 2 weeks. This is in Bali, I believe, and it looks like they've now got some new ones. Portugal is where I'm moving, so maybe if you do that one, I would see you there in Lisbon. But it's going to be a cheaper, lesser commitment. And yeah, I have no personal experience with that, just that there was someone in our group who did it and she had a good time. This one I know nothing about, so I can't really comment on their stuff. It looks like a pretty short-term commitment with 2 weeks. That's a steep price tag for 2 weeks, though. So Cowork Paradise, I believe, is more focused. It's not like a complete program like Remote Year is. It's more just like the work aspect of it. We Roam, I believe, is affiliated with WeWork, although I could be wrong on that. Wi-Fi Tribe, I do know someone from that. That is supposedly a really good program. And I think it's, in terms of culturally, it's less involved. Like it's more, people are more independent and it's just kind of loosely coupled, whereas Remote Year is definitely like a family and you really bond with the other people in your group. I think this is less bonding, but definitely look into that one. I know nothing about Project Getaway. I can't really comment on that. This is apparently like a clone, an identical clone. I've heard of these guys. So it's almost exactly the same format as Remote Year. Nomad House. Okay, so these two, Roam, which is not to be confused with WeRoam. Roam is almost more like, think of it like a timeshare. You're buying into this network and you can go set your own schedule, move amongst these different locations, and kind of control your own destiny there. It's not like a linear program where they drop you in and you all move as a group together. So you're just kind of on your own, but you get access to this community. And yeah, it's almost like buying a timeshare in these co-living spaces. Same thing, I think Nomad House is the same thing here. So yeah, and it looks like they even have a nightly basis. So you basically kind of a la carte, go as you like. So anyways, those are some of the options out there. I will link all this stuff and put like prices and term length and try to break that down on this page just so it's centralized. But I would definitely suggest reading this. I'll link to it there, and getting your head around, like get clear on what you want out of the experience. Like, what do you want? The family kind of social, going as a big unit. We traveled as a group of 72 people in Remote Year. When we started, we boiled it down over the course of the year to 50, but we started out at 72. It was a big group, but they plan all the activities. They have certain rituals and stuff. I think we talk about it in day 9, I believe, of this course. But anyways, figure out what you want first and get clear on that, and you'll see that there's a wide range here, and depending on how independent you are, how much, how on rails you want this whole experience to be versus how free form you want it to be. But these are some of the variables to think about, and then obviously cost is a consideration. So anyways, those are the options. What's next? Okay, next we're going to do a syllabus overview. So we're going to step back, look at everything that's on the plate, what we're doing each day, and what all this course is going to encompass. And then once we're done with that, then we'll do the homework and you'll get to the checklist. All right, see you on the next page.